Hey guys, I've been a night shift cop for the past 8 years in one of the biggest cities in the United States. And here's some thoughts for newer officers and people in the academy. One of the things that police are told whenever they're dispatched to a run is whether or not there are weapons in play. Typically, if there's a gun involved, they'll turn it into, what is referred to as a gun run. Or if there's a knife involved, they'll refer to it as a knife run. But they'll also just throw out that, the person has a knife, but it's not in play. Not in play just basically means they're not stabbing anybody with it or threatening somebody with it. But one thing that gets me about how they refer to knives and guns on these calls for service. First of all, this is Sorry about that. First of all, this is America. It's safe to assume that everybody's got a gun. There are more guns existing in the United States than people. Kitty, please move. And knives, anytime you're going into a house or an apartment, of course there's knives. Huge knives. The kitchen is full of knives. So it really is misleading and sometimes maybe dangerously disarming if you're going to a call for service, especially at a home, and the assumption is there are no weapons. The assumption by default should always be that yes, there are weapons. Everybody's got a gun and everybody's got a knife. But you're not necessarily afraid because you're trained and you can react and you can close the distance and you're wearing body armor and you've got equipment and tools and backup and a radio. So yeah, don't worry so much about, what the dispatcher is telling you about the presence of weapons, and just rightfully assume that everybody is armed. Be safe.